What is going on, you plebs? It is your boy, Mr. Plebe, and today I am doing another paint shop video for you guys. This tutorial is actually the AWP boom from Counter-Strike, but I made myself a locust boom. So to start out, basically what you're gonna want to do is make your base layer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a square, we're gonna stretch it out real long so it fits the entire gun here of the locust. We're gonna use the orange that is second down in the orange, and then for gradient by hitting X, or square if you're on PlayStation, we're going to be using the third red down and making the gradient, setting that to about, I think it was like around like 46 to 53. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy that to the top and of course the right side. Next up we need to get is these cool looking explosions. So these really don't matter where you place them or what kind of text you put on this, because just like in Counter-Strike, I went for the kind of thing that's like they're all different, so you can really place these wherever you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to, don't make them outlined, make them a full color, and we're gonna make them black. So I'm gonna place 3 of these on the first side, which is the left side. I stretched one out really far on the trigger because I thought it looked cool, and then I put one here on the left side and then a tiny one up in the top, and we're gonna basically leave those black. Next up is actually I took these dots. Now the reason why I did this is because if you go look up these CSgo AWP boom, it kind of has little specks, kind of dots all over it to kind of make it look cartoony. So what I did is I used these and I put about several of them on this gun, and I didn't make them an outline, I left them regular. What I did though is I stretched them out really long, but I made them really thin, and then I made them black, but I made the opacity on them basically really low, so they're barely visible, and I put them underneath everything as a layer so they weren't visible basically. So they're really faded, as you can see. I'm doing that right now in the video, and I put those all over the place. And you're gonna want to do this for all the sides. So you want to do this for the left side, you want to do this on the top side, and you want to do it on the right side. Now for the top side, I put the dots, but I only put one comic burst. I didn't put any text on the top because I didn't think it was needed, and it's a very small spot, so it's hard to put it in, and then you can't see it anyways. Next up is the clouds. Now for the clouds, I use 2 clouds per each. I made one a black, and I made it just an outline so it'd go over top the main cloud, and then the main cloud, as you can see, I'm doing them here. Same kind of gradients. I'm just going to make it a lot darker. Next up is a text. Now on these texts, they usually say blam, pow, boom, things like that. What I decided to do on the big one is I did put boom, so B-O-O-M, and I put it in here. Again, 2 for each. I kind of made the text a little bit larger on the sides and a little bit different. I didn't leave them the normal size because I wanted them to kind of stand out, be cartoony. So kind of wanted the text to be all over the place, not a straight line, and kind of different shapes and sizes. So here's boom getting put on. Again, I used 2 layers for each. Same idea for the gradient, a different kind of orange and a red. Made it a little bit lighter compared to the dark background, and again 2 layers per each, so 2 O's, 2 O's, and then 2 M's, 2 B's, one a black outline over top, the other one the underlayer, the red color. Here I'm just making the boom symbols actually a little bit darker. End up using red here and a lot darker. I think the darkest orange brown that you can get. And then again, I'm putting this on the one by the trigger. Gonna use the 2 layers, the one for the color, the one with the black outline. And then I put text here as well. Now this text I put in, it's not actually that word. It's actually supposed to be like cocking the bullet. So I thought it would be funny. So I made it C space, there's nothing there, and then another C, and then another K. And this camo is actually looking really cool. So again, just for all the text and all the clouds, you want to use 2 layers, one a black outline, and then one your main layer, just basically the colors that kind of blend in, kind of look the same, the kind of orangey rust, dark red that we got going on. So it looks really nice. So you're gonna want to finish that off, and then of course you're gonna want to do the one in the top right there by where the bolt action is, where you'd pull the bolt back. That's what the one that I'm going to be doing next. So my main one says boom, the other one says cock, like cocking a gun, and the top right one is going to actually say pow. And you want to make sure that you do these kind of like how I'm doing them. You can space them out really however you want. You can even add it more if you'd like, if you don't want to leave some of it rusty. I like the way it looks, so I kind of left it. And like I said, when you're doing those texts, don't just leave them their normal size. Kind of stretch them out, make them fat, make them small and fat. It looks a lot better that way. So there's me just putting in the W for the pow up there by the bolt. And then next we're gonna flip over to the other side. I just saved it there just to make sure. And this is the top where you want to put the dots. I do believe I just used 2 layers, made them diagonal to each other. And then I went over to the right play side, and I put the dots all over the right side as well, kind of spaced them out, stretched them out really far, made the opacity on them really, really low. If you want, you can even pause the video. You can even see the exact same X and Y values where I place these and same opacity, so you can kind of see where I put them. Here's me putting the comic burst here on the top side. Like I said, didn't really want to put any text. Most of this stuff is really copy and paste, so you copy it from your main layer you started on, and you go and you paste it on the top side and the right play side as well. Just makes it a lot easier. Or if you want it to be a lot different, I still adjusted it even though I copied and pasted it onto each side, but it still makes it, you know, kind of unique if you just do it, or you can just mess around with it once you get it on that side. So on this side, I do believe I only put 2 comic cloud bursts on the right side. I do believe, yes. So this text I want to be a lot bigger because I felt like the other side, everything was kind of small, and I was only putting 2 of them, so I wouldn't put the text really big. So on the top here by the bolt, again, same thing, 2 layers, stretch out the text. Black layer over top, hit X or square to make it an outline, and then you want to use the same kind of red and oranges. You can even change those if you want, but I just wanted them all to kind of be the same. So I put a big POW there by the bolt that you pull back for the bolt action, and down on the lower one, I do believe I put BLAM, B-L-A-M, and I kind of make that one fat. You can barely hardly see it though, so I kind of put the B so you can see the top of it, so you knew it was a B, and just a little bit of the L you can see, and then also a little bit of the A, and I do believe about half the M. And again, guys, you want to put that top layer, make it an outline that's black, and then underneath that, you want to make it the same orange and red, or like browny, rusty orange, to kind of make it all the same color, and it looks really, really cool. Now you can kind of see that it's coming together. Kind of the big main problem about making these paint shop and tutorials and stuff is that I can't make the whole gun like this, which would be really cool. This honestly took me about 53 minutes to kind of do. It took me a really long time just because I wanted to get it right, and it took me a while to kind of, you know, figure out like how am I going to make this look this good, right? So that is basically it for that gun though. I just named that and we put everything on it. So what I did now is we're going to jump into a game on Redwood after I named this variant. I went into Gunsmith after and I made it my own variant. The gun variant thing is really cool and really easy to do, because what you can do is add your paint shop camos, also add other camos, and then name it too. So it's really, really cool, and you can share that with all of your friends and stuff, and it's pretty awesome. So we're just gonna basically go into a game on Redwood. I use this map because the lighting's really good, and when you stand up on this railing and look out, it's really, really blue. And then if you look up towards the trees, there's really good lighting at the tops of the trees coming down on the gun, so you can really see the skin there. That side's a little bit dark. Like I said, it's kind of crappy because the skin itself only is on a certain position of the gun when you make the paint shop. The rest of it you have to put a camo on. So this camo I do believe is called Rendant or something like that, and it kind of looks the same kind of rusty red, so I decided to use that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Try this one out for yourself. Send me pictures and tweet them at me if you guys tried this one out. Let me know what you guys think of this video by leaving a like and a comment. Thanks for watching. This has been your boy Mr. Plebs, and I will see you plebs in the next video.